Hi, my name is Janice Q. I'm Fitness and Sports Instructor at CFB Kingston. Today I'm going to take you through a sequence for increasing shoulder and hip flexibility, something that many of us struggle with daily as we tend to be sitting more and more. So we're going to work to mobilize and help elongate through that musculature. So you are going to need a yoga strap or just a small towel to begin with. So I'll show you with the towel first and then the yoga strap. So you're going to take a hold of the towel at each end, bringing your hands out in front of you, right around shoulder distance apart. And then we're going to inhale, bring the hands up overhead, exhale, bend those elbows, bringing that towel just behind the head and opening up through that chest, pulling those shoulder blades together, feeling a nice stretch to the front of that shoulder. And then inhale, bring it up, exhale, bring it down. We're going to go through that 5 times. I'll show you with the block, or with the strap, sorry. Bring that strap right out at shoulder height, right around shoulder distance apart. Inhale up, exhale down, pull those shoulder blades back, open up through that chest, then inhale up, exhale down. Really pull on that strap or towel, trying to open those arms. Shoulder blades together, back and down. We'll do one more here. Just set that strap or towel aside, coming onto all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to come into cat and cow. So inhale, drop that belly down, bring that gaze upward towards the sky. Exhale, tucking that tailbone, tuck that chin, push that mid back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale. Tuck it under. Inhale up. Exhale, close. Inhale up. Exhale, close. We'll do one more in each direction. Good. Now we're going to stretch through the backs of those shoulders. So inhale, reach that right arm out to the side, just to shoulder height, and then exhale, thread the needle, bringing that hand through underneath the left arm and dropping that shoulder down towards the ground, keeping those hips high. Feel a nice stretch through the back of that right shoulder, down into those lats. We're going to hold here for 3 to 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, coming back up as we switch to the other side. Left arm, inhale up, exhale, reach through under that right arm, bringing that shoulder down towards the floor. Reaching long across the body, feeling that nice stretch through the back of that left shoulder, down that left side. One more inhale, exhale, coming back up. Now we're going to lay flat on our bellies here. We're going to stretch through the pecs along the front of the shoulder. So we're going to start on the right side. So you're going to bring that right arm at shoulder height out beside you. And then from here, bring the left leg up to 90 degrees and then roll up onto that right side. Just as far as is comfortable. Bringing that left foot flat on the floor, knee comes up towards the ceiling. So you feel a nice stretch through the front of that right shoulder and into the chest. Only go as far as is comfortable. You don't want to overstretch here. You should feel a nice, gentle pull through the front of that shoulder. Holding it here for 3 to 5 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling comfortably. One more inhale. Good. And then exhale, coming back down onto the belly. Bringing that right arm in, and we'll extend that left arm out. So bending that right knee this time. Left arm being straight out from the body at shoulder height, and then rolling up onto that left side, just as far as is comfortable to feel that stretch through the front of the left shoulder into those pectoralis muscles. One more inhale. Exhale, we'll roll back down onto that belly. Bring those hands under the shoulders. We're gonna push up and sit back into child's pose. Nice extended child's pose, reaching those arms long on the floor, so you're feeling the lengthening through those arms, feeling the stretch through the backs of the shoulders. Breathing comfortably again, inhaling and exhaling, 3 to 5 breaths. Really reaching those fingers long, feeling that nice elongation down both sides of the backside body. One more inhale and exhale, and then we're going to deepen this stretch a little bit more by lifting those hips up towards the sky, dropping that chest down as we come into puppy pose. So as the hips lift, the chest lowers. You can just bring that forehead down to the mat. As we stretch a little more into the front of the shoulders with this one. Here, we're going to come up onto our forearms, tuck our toes underneath at the back, and push the hips up towards the ceiling, as if we were coming into a downward facing dog, but staying on those forearms coming into dolphin pose. So still pushing those hips up and back, slight bend in those knees, dropping the head down towards the mat. Still working on that flexibility in the shoulders here. Just allow that head to relax between the arms. One more inhale. Exhale, we're going to come into the full downward facing dog here. So pushing up onto those hands, you may need to walk them back just slightly. Reaching long through those fingertips, really pushing those hips up towards the sky. Lengthening through those arms, just allow that head to relax between both arms. Moving into those hip stretches. Just looking forward, step your right foot up between the hands. Drop the left knee down to the mat. We're going to come into lizard pose here. So walk that right foot out towards the edge of the mat, bringing both hands inside that right foot. If this is enough of a stretch for you, you can stay up here, reaching that left leg long, pushing that hip down towards the floor, and And feeling a nice stretch through the inner thigh on that right side. If you'd like more of a stretch, you can drop down onto those forearms here. If you'd like even more of a stretch, rock onto the outside edge of that right foot and allow the knee to open up to the side, coming into winged dragon. You have your options here of levels to progress through. Once again, holding this for 3 to 5 breaths, or even longer if you feel like you need more of a stretch. Flexibility training is something great to do at the end of the day when your muscles have been fully warmed up throughout your movement throughout the day. So from here, we're bringing that right foot across the mat to the left side of the mat, towards the left hip. We're coming into pigeon here. Another great hip opener stretch. Dropping those hips down towards the floor, reaching that left leg long along the mat. And then coming down onto those forearms or relaxing the upper body right down. Feeling a nice stretch through those right glutes into that right hip. If you do find that you're falling over to the right side, you can put a pillow or a yoga block under that right hip just for a little bit of extra support. One more inhale. Exhale, coming up onto those hands. Tucking those left toes under, pushing back into downward facing dog, and then switching to the other side. Bringing that left foot up between the hands, dropping the right knee down, and then walking that left foot to the outer edge of the mat. As we come into lizard pose on this left side, elongating that left hip, reaching the right foot back, and feeling a nice stretch through the inside of that left leg. So you can come down onto your forearms as you feel ready, and even rock up onto the outside edge of that left foot, coming into that winged dragon. Allowing that hip to float open. Good, now walking that left foot back towards the center of the mat and right across to the right side, bringing that left heel towards the right hip as we come into pigeon on this left side. Just dropping those hips down towards the mat, coming down onto those forearms, or collapsing right down towards the mat. Once again, you can put a pillow or a block underneath that left hip if you find you're falling over to the side. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back up and just bringing both knees together. Our final hip opening stretch is going to be a nice deep prayer squat. So just rock up onto those toes and widen those feet. Toes pointing out, heels pointing in. And we just sink our hips down, bringing our hands together at heart center. You can rock back and forth here a little bit. Try to open up those hips a little bit more, keeping that chest up. Avoiding bending over too much. If this is a little too much for you, you can put a yoga block between your hands and only come down as far as is comfortable. And keep those hips nice and open. comfortably here. Dropping those hips down nice and low. As you continue to hold this pose, allowing yourself to sink deeper and deeper. Holding for at least 3 to 5 breaths, or longer if you so choose. To come out of this, you can just drop those hands down to the floor, push those hips up, and roll up slowly. And that is our flexibility for our shoulders and hips workout today. For more workout ideas and videos to follow along with, you can check out our social media outlets on Instagram and Facebook, and on YouTube at PSP Kingston. Have a great rest of your day.
PSP Kingston, the health and wellness provider for the military community.